The matchups rolling here on mat number 1, 2025 ACC Wrestling Championships inside Cameron Indoor Stadium here on the campus of Duke University. Darracott and Keslar will square off next. 165 weight class, and already some aggression and some uptight wrestling.
Nice, good heavy snaps as well. Yeah, I totally agree with you. This is a nice physical start. See how Keslar uses his underhook.
Yeah, reaching that upper limits of the circle.
Oh, wow. Nice throw by attempt. Really, really good job there.
Results in a takedown. 3 points. Keslar gets 3 big ones.
Nice throw by attempt. Was able to get his hips in, find the far leg, stayed in tight.
Just had his tippy toes still kind of in the mat there, just enough to score that takedown.
Barely any space. Really, really great takedown.
That's got to be challenging, you would think, to know where your body is in relation to the out-of-bounds mark, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely. That mat awareness is huge. And another takedown by Keslar with that underhook. I got a feeling we might see more underhooks from Keslar in this match.
He has a 6-1 advantage.
What's the over-under? We see another underhook from Keslar.
I'm feeling like it's pretty high. The chance of another one. Another escape from Darracott. Keslar for the Pitt Panthers. The 165 weight class, mat number 1 here at Cameron Indoor Stadium.
Beautiful ankle pick by Darracott. Wow.
Darracott not letting him off the hook.
Good wrestling by Keslar. Stays stingy. Keeps wrestling.
They both stay in as well for a moment.
Wow. Beautiful shot, by the way, for UNC.
Darracott showing some resiliency. Still trailing 6-2, but starting to piece it together. Keslar with a couple of takedowns so far. Darracott a couple of escapes. Keslar gets another. 3 takedowns for Keslar.
Another underhook throw by for Keslar. That's 3. If I'm him, I'm going back that as much as I can this match.
When something's working to that type of level, I mean, like you said, you keep going back to the well until the well runs dry. But if you're Darracott in this situation, how do you try and defend against something that's been your Achilles heel in the early parts?
You gotta be able to make mid-match adjustments. I know earlier on in my career that was something that I really struggled with. I remember one time I was wrestling Virginia Tech and I got taken down with the same thing 4 times. Didn't realize it, wasn't making the adjustments, and it wasn't until afterwards. And so being able to make mid-match adjustments and recognize what I'm doing that's giving up these opportunities and making me vulnerable, if I can recognize that in the middle of the match and make that adjustment, change the momentum, and maybe I can create opportunities now and prevent him from creating opportunities. Right, but there he goes. So he's having more urgency. 1, I think he's got to have a lot more urgency. 2, when he makes contact, he's got to know Keslar wants that righty underhook. So he's got to be a lot more stingy with his left side.
42 seconds of riding time as well. The game within the game. Can Keslar continue with 3 takedowns already, or can Darracott make a rally, trailing 9-3? It'll be Keslar to start on the mat.
Looks like he was looking for a cradle attempt there. Keslar looks like he's able to seal off. He's got control of both hands. Boom, squares up and faces his opponent. Boom, underhook attempt again. But now, Darracott is getting rid of that underhook a lot sooner. He's got more urgency, and that's what we talked about, something that he needed to do. If he wants to have an opportunity to win this match, first he's got to be able to address that underhook and get rid of those opportunities that Keslar's making for himself.
When you have a sense of urgency, do you need to try and sell out on something else, or is this just more of a mindset that says, hey, it's now or never already?
Yeah, I think it's more of like a now or never. Panic isn't the word I want to use, but it's the one that's coming to mind. It's like, I need to do something about this now, because if I don't, it's going to be a problem.
Season could be over.
Right.
Keslar with a commanding lead at the moment in the 5th place match, mat number 1.
Nice underhook throw by again. Now he's going to double unders. But Darracott's got double overs, and he looks like he's threatening an attempt here, which is making Keslar a little bit more hesitant. He's respecting the double overs from Darracott. He's sitting his hips back, and he doesn't look like he wants to engage as much as he was before.
30 seconds left in the second.
Now Darracott's got him on the edge. It's nice.
They're trying to fight back and regain some of that momentum. Still needs a couple of takedowns. Jared Keslar with 3 takedowns so far, as well as an escape.
Nice shot attempt there. But Keslar able to get around.
They go outside the circle.
4 seconds left here in the second period. Riding time is not a factor.
31 seconds for Keslar up to this point. We'll take another look. Play by Darracott.
Changes levels, pressures, changes levels, finds that, but Keslar was able to do a really good job sitting in the corner and change the position to keep wrestling. So honestly, if that doesn't go out to the edge, then we might see a Keslar takedown there, but really, really great shot by Darracott.
Third period, Keslar hoping to put the finishing touches on it. Darracott looking for something more. Trailing 10-4.
Now, the other thing that if I'm either of these guys and I want to create opportunities to put points up on the board, right? Like, we've seen Darracott make multiple attempts to that left leg. Both or all 3 shots have been low-level ankles, and he makes another one there. So you start to see a trend. You start to see a pattern. With Keslar, same exact thing. That's his 4th underhook throw by attempt that we've seen him make that he's converted into points. So now you're starting to see where these guys want the match to go, right? So you want to make these mid-match adjustments, or if you want to mix it up, if I'm Keslar, maybe I fake an underhook throw by attempt, drag far side, and I mix it up because he knows that I want to be here. So maybe I make him think about that and overreact and look for something else.
It's the mental game within the game again.
It's the chess match.
That's right.
It's the chess match.
And right now, Keslar with a 13-5 lead. And they'll make it 13-4. They'll correct the scoreboard. Riding time will continue to climb for a moment. An escape for Darracott, but it may just be cosmetic at this point, as Keslar 65 seconds away from cinching this 5th place match.
Oh, throw attempt there by Darracott. He knows he's got to go big. He knows he's got to score a lot of points. I like what he's thinking. Keslar doing a good job getting his underhook to be more shallow, trying to get his arms out of there so that way the overhooks are less of a threat.
35 seconds. As they're well outside the circle there, and sign of sportsmanship. Little tap on the shoulder, no malice there.
Love to see that.
Darracott will get some attention from the coaching staff, athletic trainer as well, making sure that he's okay. Keslar, you can see how how much he could be fatigued. He was hunched over for a moment, had hands on the knees. You can see again, it's just so draining after a while on these match days.
Absolutely. And it looks like he must have hit his head on the court there.
They're going to check on him and make sure he's okay. 32 seconds. Shake of the hands. And the final seconds tick off as Keslar, the 13-5 lead. An impressive showing in the 5th place match in the 2025 ACC Wrestling Championships.
Underhook throw by attempt again for Keslar. This will be number 5. If he's able to convert this, and he is. Wow.
And that will do it.
No conversion, but really great job by Keslar.
Keslar wins in dominant fashion, 13-5. Make sure to stay tuned to ACC Network for the finals coming up at 8 o'clock. This has been a lot of fun. There's been a lot of quality wrestling, and I know it can be fatiguing for some of the athletes out there, but it's a lot of fun to still be a part of.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Had a blast.
So make sure to turn to the finals at on ACC Network coming up at 8 o'clock for a terrific crew here at Duke University. We bid you farewell. Finals beginning at 8 o'clock.